Hello. Aussie households across the country have welcomed a new puppy or a kitten during the Christmas break, with the festive season proving to be a popular time for families to add a new furry friend to the family.
Yeah, but now it's time to head back to school and work, which can be a stressful transition, can't it, for your new four-legged friend? So how do you make your absence as comfortable as possible for them?
Where'd you go?
I think I had the adventurer. She's gone. They don't have names, by the way.
No.
This is the boy and the little girl is walking over there. Here with all of the tips is Dr. Simone. Maher, great to have you with us. So, very cute ginger kittens. We don't have names yet. We'll get to that in a sec. First off, though, important, I feel like this is a bit of a safe space for them at the moment, but important to create a safe space when a new pet comes into your house.
So true. And there are a few ways that you can do that. Obviously, you want to remove all of the breakables, anything that's dangerous or toxic or anything like that. But then I've got two tips for you. The first thing is everyone
Clawed
okay
onto
there?
you there.
It's just...
There you go. We're good.
No, it's okay. It's an old suit.
Sorry, wardrobe. There you go.
Sorry, yes.
The first thing that you want to do is make sure that there is enough separation between their toileting area and their sleeping and eating area.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I'm not a fan of eating in a toilet cubicle.
No, that's fair. Yep.
Not usually.
And then the other thing to do is get down on your hands and knees, and you want to look around the space, especially for little guys like these. Are there areas where they can get trapped or where they can escape? And by having that vantage point down low, you're going to be able to spot those and secure them.
And for them to spend time in that space before the school and the work routine kicks in, so they sort of know the space.
Absolutely. You don't want to put them in there for the first time when you're going to be away from home for 8 hours. They're going to wonder what's going on. So getting them used to it and even feeding them in that space so they associate it with really good things is a great idea.
Which is really nice, isn't it? Just take us through going back to work and school, because they've had you around, haven't they? In terms of how many hours can we leave them alone?
Yeah, it's a really good question. For little guys like these, they've got tiny little tummies that fill up quickly but also empty quickly. So the issue with these guys is definitely about making sure that they're getting regular meals. So if you've got someone that can pop in during the day and do that for you, keep an eye on them, that is great. If you don't, feeding them just before you leave and then as soon as you come home. And you can even hide a little bit of food around their environment and that can give them something to do during the day as well.
And then set up a camera.
And yes, you can.
Let's see what they're doing.
I do warn you that may be a massive distraction from work.
Workplace.
But
we wouldn't do that.
Of course not. Of course not. The hours of entertainment there. Hi, Cutie.
Yeah, so what sort of games or what should you set up in the house? Should you leave the air conditioning on, the TV on?
Yeah, all of those things can make them feel a bit more secure if that's what they're familiar with when you are at home. One thing I wouldn't do is do not leave the RoboVac running. A, it can be scary, but B, I know more than one family that have had a little bit of a poo surprise when they get home with the RoboVac.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But heaps of tips.
Spread around a bit.
Yeah, that's
gross.
right. Yeah,
Okay.
very unpleasant. Heaps of tips on the GapOnly website if you want to get some more information.
Just quickly, they don't have names. Any suggestions come through so far? Maybe a Nat and a Shervo?
Well, I was thinking that it's a girl and a boy.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, that would seem...
No, don't go down that far.
Brooklyn and Victoria, or Harry and Meghan, maybe.
Oh, so many options. But are up for adoption from Blacktown Animal Rehoming Centre, looking for their forever home.
They are so gorgeous. They're going into our garden at the back.
Little adventurers.
Oh, slipping off the...
I wonder why they're going to the garden. OK.
Uh-oh.
It's
See you later.
actually not... it's real.
Get the RoboVac out. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
For more advice, you can head to the GapOnly website.